You had another dildo come flying out of the stands.
So somebody has found the organization that's been throwing these green monsters on the floor, man.
She tweeted out, "Stop throwing these green objects on the floor. You're going to hurt one of us."
Unbelievable scenes in the WNBA.
The Fever played the Sparks last night, and it was the third installment of Flying Dildo Gate. That's right, we had another dildo come flying out of the stands this time.
Sophie Cunningham just got hit by a flying green object during a WNBA game, and Caitlyn Clark was stunned watching it unfold.
This is wild. Y'all gotta get a grip on this. I don't even know why y'all keep doing that, though. It's kind of weird.
What started as a bizarre fan stunt has now become a serious safety issue. Sophie's response? Brutally honest. And Caitlyn's reaction? Pure shock. What's really going on, and why does it keep happening?
You had another dildo come flying out of the stands this time and nail Sophie Cunningham. Somebody protect her at all cost.
Let's break it down. The WNBA reached a breaking point when Sophie Cunningham was actually hit by the green object that's been haunting arenas for weeks. What once felt like a weird, one-time stunt has now escalated into a dangerous reality.
The Fever played the Sparks last night, and it was the third installment of Flying Dildo Gate. That's right.
During the Indiana Fever versus Los Angeles Sparks game, one of these lime green objects made it onto the court, and this time it struck a player.
One green machine came her way tonight, man, because yeah, Sophie Cunningham is currently trending right now. In the middle of the game, mind you guys, the game is still being played.
Sophie Cunningham. Just days before, Sophie had warned everyone.
Sophie Cunningham said, "Stop throwing toys on the court. You're going to hurt one of us."
She tweeted out, "Stop throwing these green objects on the floor. You're going to hurt one of us."
She tweeted, "Stop throwing these green objects on the court. You're going to hurt one of us." And in a cruel twist of fate, it happened to her.
She said, "No way that thing actually hit me. I knew I shouldn't have tweeted that." And she ultimately tweeted last week, "We need to quit throwing."
"No way that thing actually hit me. I knew I shouldn't have tweeted that."
After the game, she posted in disbelief, "No way that thing actually hit me. I knew I shouldn't have tweeted that." Social media exploded. The original tweet she quote tweeted had already gone viral with over 30 million views, and her follow-up comment quickly climbed past 10 million.
Obviously, she went and retweeted it as well. She quote tweeted the original tweet, which has 29.5 million views. I kid you not, 30 million views on this tweet.
Turning this incident into one of the most talked about WNBA moments of the season. But the impact wasn't just online. On the court, Caitlyn Clark's reaction was one of pure shock.
WNBA just had another green machine event.
Sophie Cunningham just got blasted mid-game, in the middle of a game, with a dildo.
Game with the Fever and the Sparks, a dildo hit Sophie Cunningham.
The moment the object hit Sophie, Caitlyn looked visibly stunned, frozen, wide-eyed, and clearly concerned. She didn't need to say anything. Her expression said it all. This isn't funny anymore.
One green machine came her way tonight, man, because yeah, Sophie Cunningham is currently trending right now. In the middle of the game, mind you guys, the game is still being played. And yeah, that was a green machine that touchdown yet again, man. That's what we dubbed it.
What happened to Sophie Cunningham wasn't random. It was part of a disturbing pattern that's now threatening the integrity of the league. This green object has shown up at multiple games, not once, not twice, but at least 3 times. And each time, it's gotten closer to injuring someone.
So somebody has found the organization that's been throwing these green monsters on the floor, man.
What started as a bizarre joke is now a full-blown safety crisis. Even more alarming, there's growing evidence that this isn't just a one-off stunt. Leaked audio and online chatter revealed a disturbing truth. There's an organized group behind these incidents.
So I feel like it's like a big first step to like something like fucking great.
openly plotting to disrupt WNBA games for attention. One person was even heard celebrating the act, calling it legendary.
It's guerrilla marketing at its finest. Like scaling from here is going to be crazy.
While another described it as marketing at its finest. They didn't care about the players. They only cared about going viral.
That only happens when it's the Indiana Fever. That opposing team's fans are just go out of nowhere and just start, or opposing team's players will start calling out the specific fans of a fan base. Like something could be a league-wide thing, but when the Aces boo, it's fine. When Dallas fans boo their own coach, it's fine. But when Fever fans do it, the opponent's players need to make it a point.
This isn't about team rivalries anymore. This is targeted harassment of professional athletes, many of them women, just trying to play the game they love. And while players like Sophie have spoken out, the league's response has been slow.
It happened at one game. It got on the court in the Fever game, but the security, apparently in another one of the games, I think in the Sky game, security found the person before they threw it. And in, I think the Liberty game, as far as where they missed and they hit a kid.
Security at some arenas failed to stop the objects from being smuggled in. One nearly hit a child. Another struck a player on the court. And each time, the object was the same. Lime green, loud, and meant to humiliate.
They hit her in her arm with it.
Damn. Now you hitting players, it's gonna get wicked now, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be assault.
Yeah, straight up. This is crazy, bro.
Caitlyn Clark and others have become silent witnesses to this chaos. She hasn't spoken out directly, but her stunned reactions speak volumes. And fans are starting to wonder, why hasn't the league done more? If this had happened to a male athlete or at an NBA game, would there be a stronger response? This is no longer a joke. It's an ongoing threat that needs to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt. The WNBA is growing, the spotlight is brighter than ever, and now more than ever, it must protect its players from becoming the punchline of someone else's game.
If it wasn't Sophie Cunningham, this would be a bigger deal. It would be. If you guys want to say, oh, you're wrong, it's a big deal anyway. If it wasn't Sophie Cunningham, they're going to laugh about this. They're going to just laugh about this. And you just know that if it was any other player in the league, this would be treated with probably the severity that it should be if a player got hit. Sophie was laughing about it. Of course she was laughing about it. It's not going to hurt. Doesn't mean something wasn't thrown at a player.
Through all the noise, one player continues to carry herself with unshakable poise. Caitlyn Clark. She didn't post a viral tweet. She didn't demand headlines. But the way she reacted to the chaos around her said everything. Calm, alert, and deeply concerned.
All the Caitlyn Clark fan base, Paige, Angel, everybody. I think everybody will come together and actually say, hey, we need to put a stop to this.
As fans erupted online and players voiced their frustration, Caitlyn stood there on the court, stunned by what she had just witnessed. And in that moment, she reminded everyone why she's become the face of the league.
And Caitlyn Clark actually responded. Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham trying to get a brand deal with a swimsuit company, and Caitlyn Clark's in the comments. Hilarious. We are off to our game tonight. Convince us that there's a swimsuit brand that wants to partner with 2 Indiana Fever mermaids.
Caitlyn has been targeted all season by opposing players, by critics, and even by fans who resent her rise. But never once has she let the drama distract her from the game. She's shown what leadership truly looks like, keeping composure under pressure, letting her game speak louder than her words, and supporting her teammates through it all.
She has offered a retort after said dildo drubbing out on the court.
And when Sophie Cunningham became the latest victim of this dangerous trend, Caitlyn's quiet strength was on full display. Even off the court, Caitlyn continues to elevate the energy around the WNBA.
Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham sharing a moment in their swimsuit. And of course, Caitlyn Clark chimes in, swimsuit brands, please. Quote, focus on basketball.
When Sophie and Lexi Hall posted lighthearted swimsuit photos, Caitlyn playfully commented, swimsuit brands, please. It was a small moment, but in contrast to the chaos, it reminded fans what this league should be about. fun, talent, and respect. And yet, despite her professionalism, Caitlyn continues to deal with double standards. When these incidents happen in other cities, they're dismissed as jokes.
One green machine came her way tonight, man, because Sophie Cunningham is currently trending right now in the middle of the game. Mind you guys, the game is still being played. And that was a green machine that touchdown yet again, man. That's what we dubbed it.
But if they happened in Indiana, if she had been hit, the headlines would be nonstop. The scrutiny would be relentless. That's the kind of pressure Caitlyn faces every night, and yet she keeps showing up, competing, and staying above the nonsense. In a league where distractions are growing louder, Caitlyn Clark remains focused on the one thing that matters, the game. She doesn't need to shout to be heard. Her impact speaks for itself.
I just can't comprehend why somebody's brain is on their way going to a game. They're just like, yeah, watch this. I bet you I throw this in the court. Like, what kind of rush are you getting out of this?
Sophie Cunningham got hit. Caitlyn Clark was stunned. And the entire world watched as a WNBA game turned into something it was never meant to be: dangerous, chaotic, and deeply disrespectful. What started as a sick joke has now crossed a line, and the league can't ignore it any longer. These women are elite athletes. They deserve protection, not humiliation. And Caitlyn Clark, who has carried the weight of expectations all season, has once again shown leadership by staying calm, composed, and focused amid the madness. The WNBA is growing in viewership, talent, and global attention. But with that growth comes responsibility. It's time for the league to act. Stronger security, zero tolerance, and real respect for the women who give their all night after night. If you stand with Caitlyn Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and every player who just wants to play the game safely, drop a comment below. Respect the game. Let's make sure this never happens again.